back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Benefit Soft Blur Foundation. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. I saw this foundation while scrolling through Ulta.com. This foundation retails for $29 and it does come in 12 shades. When I was trying to find my shade match on this foundation, I did notice that there was this like Indian girl on one of the promos and I was like, oh my goodness, this has never happened before. I can never find my shade match. So let's open up the packaging to see what it looks like. Hopefully this is the correct shade because I have no idea. This is what the foundation bottle does look like. It's so cute. I love the little heart eyes and the cute little mouth. It does come with this rose gold metallic detailing, and then this is the color of the packaging. I feel like this foundation might be a little bit too dark for me. And then on the back it does have Hello Happy, and then it says Soft Blur Foundation, and then you have the shade number. You guys, so I just opened up the foundation and look. This foundation has basically spilled everywhere. Light to medium coverage, evens out skin tone and blurs imperfections with soft focus optical blurring spheres. It looks like skin and feels like nothing at all. To use, shake well before use. Wow. It looks like it's already been shaken. And it says blend 1 drop into clean moisturized face, repeat to build coverage. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to shake this up again, even though my UPS guy has already shaken up the foundation. Just going to give it a little shake. The foundation has basically spilled all over the place. So packaging wise, I don't like this little nozzle squeezy tube thing. How much foundation I have on the back of my hand. I will be using a brush first just to see what the coverage looks like. This foundation has an SPF of 15. It does come with 1 fluid ounce or 30 ml. Just gonna be taking it and just stippling this. For moisturizer, I went in with my Drunk Elephant moisturizer. This is the Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel Moisturizer. This is extremely good. I love this moisturizer. And then for primer, I went in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer. Maybe this is a good color match. I wonder if this foundation does oxidize. Yeah, I feel like the foundation does oxidize a little bit. The foundation is supposed to be a tan warm shade. Here we have one side of my face with a brush, and I really do like this foundation so far. The shade match is spot on. In person it does look very nice, and on camera as well. Now we're just going to see what the coverage does look like with the damp beauty blender. I took 2 drops on the foundation and you can see that the foundation is quite runny. I'm just going to take that on the back of my damp beauty blender instead of just dotting it on my face. We're just going to do a stamping motion. On the left side of my face, I use a damp beauty blender, and on the right side of my face, I use a brush. I like the brush side better because it did give a little bit more coverage versus the beauty blender side, which looks like it has a light coverage. You can still see some of my redness peeking through. I'll be going back in with a second layer, so 2 more drops. I blended the foundation with my foundation brush and I went over it with my damp beauty blender so we don't have any brush marks. But this is what the foundation is currently looking like. Again, by no means this is not a full coverage foundation. This is a light foundation, light to medium coverage. I do think that this is a very light foundation. I won't be using any concealer, any blush, any bronzer. I'm just going to leave the foundation as is. I will set this foundation with powder. So I will be setting it with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. Let me just do that right now. By setting the foundation, it does give it that matte finish, which I do really like. I don't really like the dewy finish because I am oily. You guys know that. I'm very oily. Now that our foundation is set into place, I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night to see how this foundation does last, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, so it is the end of the night of me testing out the Benefit Hello Happy foundation. This is what the foundation is currently looking like. The foundation did end up breaking up all around my mouth area, and it did sink into my smile lines. And not only that, but it did crease up here where my lids are, and then right underneath my eyes. Also to the creasing underneath my eyes, you can see down here on my chest that there's so much like blotchiness down here. I think that's because of the sunscreen. It's just very splotchy. I do have a dry patch where it did cling onto. I don't think that this foundation is meant for all day wear. I think this foundation is just like if you're on the go and if you want some sunscreen and just a little bit of tint to your skin. I don't think that this foundation is meant to be worn for an 8-hour shift, 9-hour shift, or even 10-hour shift. I do want to see how this foundation does perform throughout the entire week to give you guys my final opinion on this foundation. But so far, I don't like how the foundation wore throughout the day. I have not blotted throughout the entire day, so let's see what happens when we do blot. A lot of the foundation did come off when I did blot. It did make the foundation a little bit more patchier. It is kind of separating as well. So you guys can see I blotted. I do like the finish of the blotting, but it's just going to remove a lot of the foundation. And then this side is a little bit oily. My first impression of the foundation is that I don't like how it does wear. And I don't like how it does have sunscreen in it because you can see that I'm wearing foundation or something. The sunscreen does kind of become a little bit splotchy as well, all over my neck and then on my face as well. So I will check back in with you guys at the end of the week to tell you guys my final thoughts on the Benefit foundation, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, so it is the end of the week of me testing out the Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. My final thoughts on this foundation is that I don't like this foundation. This foundation oxidizes, it clings to my dry patches, it separates, and it does sink into my fine lines and wrinkles. It sinks into my smile lines as well. And this foundation is not long lasting. Throughout the day when I am wearing this foundation, you can see that the sunscreen is kind of showing. What I do like about this foundation is that makeup does sit very nicely on top of it. Blush, contour, my setting powder, all of that jazz. Since I do have very oily skin and I did wear this for one entire week, I feel like I did use up a lot of the product. I am currently wearing this foundation and I do like how the foundation does apply, but it does oxidize throughout the entire day. The Hello Happy foundation only comes in 12 shades currently. I really do hope that Benefit does expand this foundation and removes the SPF from this foundation. I definitely think if Benefit does remove the SPF in this foundation, it would wear better throughout the day for us oily girls. Now let's talk about packaging. I don't like this square packaging. I do think if Benefit did tighten up the packaging more, that if there was no air when you did shake the bottle, that all of the foundation wouldn't just come out. So I definitely feel like a lot of the foundation did come out of the bottle, and I'm currently right up to here on the foundation, and in 1 week I kind of just used up a lot of the foundation. This foundation again retails for $29 and I got mine at Ulta. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.